Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous, with me, Break It Down. Let's enter the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy. Sounds like a swell time.
My tail is restless. Pretty good, aren't I?
My skills are absolute.
Oh, this is not where I thought it was.
I'm always ready. I'm gone.
Maybe that's it. Or that's... I was in the northern part of the city. We've been in here before. This was a dead end. Yeah, this is where we got the crossbow for Darren. Oh, here it is. Alright, to Dimalchio's Enchanted Mansion. That's where I meant to go. A handsome young man in a snow-white toga reclines in a plush armchair next to a table heaving with sumptuous food. Flowers are nestled in his blonde curls, while gems sparkle in his half-bared chest. A boy sits on the floor before him, rubbing the soles of the man's feet with scented oil. The master of the house greets Arueshalae with a wave of his hand. Even the glittering rings cannot hide his black scabbed fingers, oozing with pus. There you are, my venomous butterfly, more beautiful than ever. I see that taking a stroll around the world of mortals did you some good. You're slimmer, and there's a healthy flush to your cheeks, just like a doll. His eyes examine you with languorous curiosity. And what is this? A souvenir from Galarian. A handsome one, isn't he? So fresh, so hale. You barely used him, I see. My name is Donald. Order your slave to keep quiet, my butterfly, or I'll order mine to serve up his tongue as my next meal. Dimalchio sneers contemptuously, without even looking at you, and then smiles cordially. Speaking of meals, please sit, eat. And as I'm feeling magnanimous today, your mortal pet may also partake. Just look at this perfect table I've laid in honor of your coming. See these grapes? Every single one is gilded. And this wine from the ruins of Aslan is older than any living mortal, many demons, and even some of the gods. And last but certainly not least, behold our main course, a roasted drake. They eat us all the time, so why shouldn't we return the favor? Thank you. Arueshalae hesitantly plucks one of the gilded grapes, puts it in her mouth, and chews slowly. It's been a while since I saw you last, Dimalchio. What happened to your hands? The Azada raises his disfigured hands and smiles innocently. Don't you remember what these hands did at your behest? It seems the nature of the Azada cannot contain all the freedom granted by the Abyss without sustaining a little damage. But it's nothing. It barely hurts. Go on, eat. This is all for you. Or perhaps you prefer some human meat. Dimalchio grabs the slave boy by the hair and presses a sharpened, manicured nail to the boy's throat. You want me to serve him instead? Don't. I never had a taste for mortal flesh. Arueshalae throws you a remorseful look and forces herself to finish. Only mortal souls. You've managed to change yourself, Arueshalae. That's the main thing. Sela looks askance at Dimalchio. And he betrayed himself. On a diet, afraid of getting fat. Clever girl. You succubi must take very good care of your looks. It's not like you have anything else. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'll sample this fine repast. He picks up a piece of meat and chews on it with great relish, then wipes the grease and pus oozing from his hands on the boy's hair. Arueshalae, did you eat human meat before? The succubus shakes her head. No, but not out of any kind of virtue. It just so happened that this particular atrocity was never to my liking. Dimalchio, I've come to ask for forgiveness. I did this to you. I turned you into this. It's my fault. Fault? The fallen Azada laughs melodiously. What are you on about, darling? I'm happy now, thanks to you. Who was I back in Elysium? A destitute good-for-nothing. All I did was flutter around, singing ditties. And now, he gestures around the rich interior with his disfigured hand. I've got everything I could dream of. Treasures, slaves, the very best grub. I sleep in comfort, and with whomever I want. They respect me in the city. I open my purse, and they prostrate themselves before me. All my enemies are gone now. What else is there to want? I'm happy. This isn't happiness. Is it not? That's news to me. If having all your dreams come true isn't happiness, then what is? Fine. Let your mortal pet be the arbiter. You there, human. What say you? Am I happy, or am I not? There is no justice in the abyss, and there can be no happiness without it. Well, I don't know. Maybe option 1 instead. I feel sorry for you. Ha. Ha ha ha. That's a good one. This morsel of mortal meat takes pity on me. I buy and sell dozens of you every day. I remember what you were when I first met you. So brave, so kind, so inspired. And I ruined you. Forgive me. Bah. All you did was teach me what life is all about. I didn't find it amusing back then, but now I understand your valuable lesson. The old me would never have achieved what I have now. I didn't even have desires as such. What did I want? Justice? Freedom? Sugary froth and idealistic drivel. I should thank you for opening that milksop's eyes. Instead of replying, Arueshalae begins to hum some strange melody. Ugh, enough. Stop that. It's making my head hurt. You want some music? Here's real music for you. Hey. Dimalchio claps imperiously. 3 scantily clad succubi enter the room and start playing musical instruments. You recognize those dresses? You were the same one that night you dumped me for the first time. I bawled like a simpleton, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm always merry now. Every time I bend one of them over, I picture your face that day. Hey. Dimalchio angrily turns toward the succubi. Which of you is out of tune? Hey you. What am I paying you for? To ruin my strings. Give yourself 20 lashes. The succubus produces a whip. Dimalchio grins lasciviously, his eyes darting from the musician to Arueshalae and back. Arueshalae, you have no idea how much I want to behead him right now. Arueshalae nods. I understand, but this is my fault. I made him like this. Arueshalae stands up. I've tried to apologize, but you clearly don't need my apologies. Let's have it your way then. I just want you to know I wholeheartedly regret what I've done to you. Goodbye, Dimalchio. I'm leaving. And this time, for good. Sit down, you whore. Yazada slams his hand on the table, staining the cloth with black pus. The other succubi produce whips and smirk at Arueshalae and you. You're not leaving this place again. You're mine by right, and you'll stay mine forever. That's enough. I don't want to kill you. There's no need to fight. Let's go our separate ways, not hurt each other anymore. Desla knows we've had enough of that already. Oh, I don't want to kill you either. I want to gouge your eyes out and screw your eye holes. Then I'll perforate your tender skin and screw every one of those holes too. Then I'll drill a hole in your head and... He stands up. I haven't even begun to hurt you, witch. I've dreamt of this day for so long. You, get them. So I think the Trickster Mythic Path brings the Drake to life to help us fight. I don't know if I did this quest on the Azada Mythic Path. I definitely did. I don't know what that one does. Appeal to the slave boy. Hey boy, help us deal with him, and you'll be free. Without thinking, the boy grabs a knife from the table and sinks it into Dimalchio's leg. He runs off before the fallen Azada has a chance to react. You bastard. After everything I've done for you, I'll get you, you little prick. What are you waiting for? Seize them. Take the wench alive. You may eat the mortal right here. Get to it, you layabouts. Dimalchio's servants lunge at you.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Into the fray! I will resist!
Cover me, alright?
I'm your
Prepare yourself!
Don't hold back!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Desna, guide my hand!
The Azada bares his teeth in a truly demonic snarl as he points his weapon at Arueshalae's chest. You're going nowhere, witch. Nowhere. You're mine. Dimalchio, I've renounced evil. Now I serve Desna, your former mistress. If she gave a succubus like me a chance, surely she can forgive you too. The path of ascension is difficult, but... Am I a toy to you? You sent me to the abyss on a whim, then you change your mind and call me back to Elysium. Stuff your ascension up your... The Azada shakes his head. Suddenly he looks desperate. Arueshalae, my girl, my butterfly. Enough of this nonsense. You want me to apologize? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say any of that. I just missed you so much. I needed you so much. You're my only desire, my only dream. You alone. Dimalchio falls to his knees and reaches for Arueshalae, recoils in disgust. Everything I've hoarded, the treasures, the slaves, it's all for you. Stay, I beg of you. I'll give you everything. It will all be yours. Just don't leave me, please. Don't leave. You hurt her, Dimalchio. If you want to be with her, head back to the path of good. I don't take orders from you, mortal. Get up, Dimalchio. That's enough. For the last time, repent. Either follow me on the path to Desna, or get out of my way and let me go. It's like that then. The fallen Azada jumps to his feet. Then I would rather die than let you leave here alive.
Distract them for me. You just die already?
Strike! You should have run!
We're still in combat. Arueshalae might die. Arueshalae kneels before the dead Azada's body. She closes his eyes and plants a kiss on his bloodied forehead. Forgive me, Dimalchio. Forgive me, and farewell. Let's go, Donald. The succubus wipes away her tears. There's nothing left for us here. It's not your fault. He had a choice, and he chose evil. Choice and free will are just words that liars and manipulators use to justify their actions. I know this too well. It's easy to break a person's will, and the freedom to choose means little when you don't know your options. No, Donald, don't console me. It is my fault. My last chance for atonement now lies dead. Arueshalae shakes her head ruefully. What just happened here? Everything he said. I need to reflect on it. I want to talk about it, but not right now. Later, when I've had the chance to sort out my thoughts and emotions. So we got Stormcaller. That's it. For the unique items, anyway. And Gloves of Monstrous Protection. Alright, so we can go back to the Nexus, speak to Arueshalae. I will rest up, grab Greybore, and then do his quest. Nice, so Stormcaller. While wielding this +5 Thundering Burst Spear, all creatures summoned by the wielder deal additional 1d6 sonic damage. And Gloves of Monstrous Protection. Whenever the wearer of these gloves summons a creature, their creature gets spell resistance 21.
Follow if you dare.
A couple of good summoning items, which I'll probably give to Darren. He should be able to use a spear. I think spears are simple weapons. I mean, he has a set of summon gloves already. This is probably better, because it's universally useful.
I'm off.
Arueshalae looks at you and smiles sadly without saying a word. You wanted to talk about what happened at Dimalchio's manor. Yes. I thought a lot about what he said, and then I understood. Wait. I think it'd be easier to show you instead of trying to explain everything. Will you follow me into my dream again? Please. Let's go. Thank you. Arueshalae takes your hand in her small, searing palm, and the world around you begins to fade. It's a good thing I still have my buffs up. Arueshalae's dream is filled with smoke. Cold, ghostly fire is devouring the dreams of others she has collected. Tears are flowing freely from her eyes, leaving faint trails on her soot-stained cheeks. Why is everything on fire? Because I don't believe in any of that anymore. Do you remember what we saw in Dimalchio's mansion? What he said about the dreams coming true? Food, riches, the demise of his enemies. The teary-eyed succubus looks at you. He doesn't ask me what I dreamed of. I tried to find an answer. I truly did. But look, Are my dreams any different from the desires of demons? What's changed? What's the name of that bird that grabs everything shiny and carries it off to its nest? A goldfinch, right? Or a magpie? I'm just like a thieving goldfinch that spies on people's dreams and hoards them away. But doing that hasn't changed me at all. I'm still the same greedy, cruel, lustful demon I've always been. That's not true. You're not like other demons. You do good. I force myself to do good every day. I help mortals. I protect them from other demons. But can my actions change my inner nature at all? If I'm still a demon inside, then what does it matter? What if, without even knowing it, I'm simply ingratiating myself with you, so I can seduce, betray, and murder you? I don't want to do that. I don't want to want that. But my black heart does. Other demons don't dream. That's true, but this is my dream. And it's full of things that demons desire in reality. What are you going to do now? Now, Arueshalae looks at her burning dream with sadness. I have to start anew. I still have my own dream. I'll cleanse it of others' desires and try to find my own. Arueshalae cradles a tiny flame in her palm and watches it dance on her fingers. I was so happy to receive my own dreams, and now it's so difficult to get rid of them. Will you help me destroy all this? I fear I won't manage on my own. Thank you for giving me this dream, Donald. It's a beautiful dream, but it isn't mine.
I do what I must. I am never wrong. We should move.
Arueshalae's dream has been swallowed by the flames. Ribbons of smoke drift away, carried by an intangible wind. A black shadow lurks in the darkness, staring at you. This is Arueshalae's irradiable nightmare. The succubus touches the table. The fire not only failed to destroy it, it somehow made the table even more real. Arueshalae studies it with a mix of sorrow and confusion. What's wrong with this stupid table? Why didn't it burn? Your nightmare didn't burn either. No, it didn't. Arueshalae looks at the black shadow, which stares dolefully back at her. That thing won't leave this place. Ever. Think about it. Why this table? Why is it important? I don't know. I don't. Arueshalae knocks on the wooden surface. It's just a table. Nevia's fresh bread used to be here, but now it's gone. And yet the table remains. What if this is a real dream? Your own dream, and not something you've overheard? This table. The confused succubus traces the wooden surface with her finger. Is this what I dream of? Furniture. Well, what now? Is it truly the end of your dream? I don't know. Arueshalae sighs pensively. Perhaps. Perhaps I won't do anything yet. Everything is burned down, apart from my nightmare and this table. I'll come back here to... She shakes her head. I need some time. I need some time alone to think about it. Later. Let's go back to the real world for now. Nice, maybe that's not when we fight the... Ravenous Shadow. At some point you have to fight the Ravenous Shadow. There's like a swarm of them. Have you worked out yet what that table in your dream means? Not yet. I keep going back there to examine it, but still just a simple wooden table. What can it possibly signify? Arueshalae shrugs. It's a mystery. Perhaps I'll be able to solve it when we get back to Golarion. It is not very easy to dream here in the Abyss. I never wanted to breathe this rank air again, but as soon as we arrived in Elysium, my heart started racing. I've come home, but can I call this place home now? Nostalgia is a weakness. It's not worth it, trust me. Remembering the past is just as much an illusion as dreaming about the future. Yeah, Greyboard doesn't want to remember his past because he left that daughter behind.
I'm gone.
And speaking of which, let's grab Greyboard, and let's actually go to the Bad Luck Tavern real quick. I want to sell all the stuff we've accumulated. I'm sitting on a lot of money, and it does me no good in its current form. I should be using that on somebody. Yeah, he's missing a lot of equipment. We can go ahead and give him something like that. We had boots as well, right? All these. Alright, it's a start. Alright, so now we have no ranged companions with us, which is fine. I mean, land is practically melee with sunshine.
I'll take care of it.
Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Ona Adayana. Overrun. Sense. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Madrid. Tour. Overrun. Center. Unimosi travisi.
Unimosi Travis, Unimosi Travis, Amranda Gratio, Unimosi Travis, Ona Adayana.
No reason to pause. Adayana. Inimosi Tradisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Magritium Turinos. Inimosi Tradisi. Inimosi Tradisi. Inimosi Tradisi. Inimosi Tradisi.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Oxy, ya, riti, wash, na, hey, or na, ea, ora, na, ea, or na, hey, ora, na, ea, ora, na, ea, ora, na, hey, ora, na, ea, ora, na, ea, ora, riti.
The world has suffered enough.
Adayana, Ona Adayana, Unimosi Travis, Aborane Sentes, Aborane Sentes, Aborane Sentes, Aborane Sentes. Amranda Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana. Stagioni Savitur, Stagioni Savitur, Stagioni Savitur, Stagioni Savitur, Stagioni Savitur, Stagioni Savitur, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana, 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 Unimosi Travisi, Ona Adayana, Sono Daniam, Unimosi Travis, Unimosi Travis, Amronda Gratio.
Something like that.
We do it my way.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we will pursue Greyboar's quest at the House of Wicked Knowledge and go from there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.